Welcome back to the Catch Up here on Cris Cyborg's YouTube channel. I am James Lynch. She is Cris Cyborg. Cris, how are you this afternoon?
I'm great. I just back from training and just waiting. I'm excited for still when they're going to be next fight. Just training hard.
Yes, and want to remind everyone out there, make sure you hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. We really appreciate the support. Cris, we had a lot of combat sports last week, but before we get into that, what did you get up to on the weekend? I know normally you've been traveling a lot. I know you've been going to Vegas a lot.
We go back and forth Vegas. I have a house there and train sometimes while I had over there too. He support me in my conditioning training and back and forth. But I trained this weekend and I stay Sunday home, relax a little bit. But yes, just waiting.
Yes, for sure. Well, it sounds like a good weekend. Let's talk about Bellator 262. That was one of the big cards last week. Juliana Velasquez, the flyweight champion, getting a split decision win. What did you think of the fight? Some people felt like it could have gone the other way. Where do you stand on that?
No, I think the close is a really close fight. I think the fight is really close. And Juliana is a Brazilian. I think she's the one to stay strike the girl. And the girl from 80 fights and strike. And I think she's doing more mixed martial arts, the ground, everything. It's going to be a different fight, but she didn't win the fight, but it was a close fight.
Yeah, really good performance. And then earlier in the card, I know someone you were paying attention to, Arlene Blencowe, with a really impressive finish over Silva. What did you think of that performance with her, getting the finish a little bit late in that one?
No, Arlene Blencowe, she's a world champion in boxing. She's having great punches, having hard punches, and. No, it surprised me. I know she's a great boxer. She did great that fight. Congratulations. Yeah,
it was a great Bellator card. And then we also had the UFC on Saturday. Miesha Tate, someone I know we've talked about a lot on here. Hopefully we'll get to see that grappling match eventually. But she comes back and gets a win in the UFC, defeating someone I know you know very well in Marion Reneau. Miesha not only came back, but she finished the fight. First time Marion's been finished in her career. Just your thoughts on Miesha's comeback fight and getting in the win column.
I know Mo, I was really, she inspired a lot of people, she's come to UFC like 35 years old and now she's staying for a long career over there and is a teacher too. She never left to be a teacher, to be a fighter. She always teaching and in school and in training, she's really example for everyone. And Miesha Tate, congratulations for the win, Yeah, she's 5 years, no fighting is different, Probably she's going to improve more her game for sure, training, back to training. And yeah, it's a great fight.
Do you think it's possible with Miesha winning that they might give her the winner of Nunes and Pena? Because you never know with the former champion. Do you think it's possible Miesha could get a title shot off that win?
I think she did the interview, wanted the rematch, maybe holm, and it's going to be a great fight because holm get improved her wrestling a lot. If you see a lot of fights, it's going to be an interesting fight, and I'm excited to see.
And then also on the card, that same fight I should mention, Marion Reneau, someone I know you've trained with in the past, someone I know you have a lot of respect with. That's her retirement fight, her last fight against Miesha Tate. I know you wrote a really nice tweet to her, but have you spoken to Marion at all just outside of that? Or what have you thought of, Marion's career?
After the fight, I text her and then congratulations. She's, like I said, she's a great example, for almost MMA. And I was really close friend to her. We trained together. And I'm happy, she's did a long journey, and with a lot of success. I'm very happy for her.
Well, how long have you trained with her, just so people know? Because I know it was a couple of years ago. I remember speaking to her, and you two both got to train together. When was the last time you trained?
The last time we trained together, I think when I fought holm, we trained together because she's fought holm, so we trained a little bit together. And I think maybe a couple of times after too, but because she lived far away. I told her if she would like to train together for this fight against Miesha Tate, but she lived far away from me, like almost 2 hours. So then
it could be a bit difficult making that drive. I can imagine. Yeah.
Too, she's really like no stop teaching. She's still going to school, teach the kids, and back to training. So it's a hard time to help her this time.
Yeah, and I think it's interesting too because Marion's, I know she does teaching, but she also has a gym now. I think she's still going to be involved in martial arts. It's just incredible the amount of success she's had, even later in her career, because she got into MMA a little bit later. I think people forget that.
Yes, I think I don't know. I think when she signed with UFC, I think it was 36, 35. I don't know if she's searching, but she is, she did a long career and she have a gym. She's continued teaching. Teaching school and continue having her mixed martial arts, be example for a lot of girls. And I know her gym is a lot of success. She's a great teacher and great mixed martial artist.
Yep. No, it's good to see. All the best to Marion if you're watching this. Great career. And, just such an underrated resume, I should say. If you look at her record, some people say not a great record, but she's fought Holly Holm. She's been in there with, some of the best. So credit to Marion. Never turned down a fight and is always look good in the process as well. Okay, so I got to get up to date on this story. So I'm on, Twitter, and I'm trying to follow along on this. You are challenging a DJ, and I hope I'm pronouncing his name right, Ivis? Is that how you say it? Who is this? What is going on here with this challenge you're putting out to DJ Ivis?
So I received a lot of messages, people tagging me a lot of messages because I have one DJ in Brazil, Ivis, and he's not a nice story, He's beat his wife in front of his kid. Okay. So then everybody started talking to him. It's not to judge anybody, but the relationship is not healthy. Better you find a way, and don't touch the wife in front of the kids. So, and then everybody started tagging me, and then they say, what? If you would like to fight a woman, let's fight one, a real fighter and do an unboxing fight. Like to everybody, the celebrities doing boxing fight. I said, man, let's do the celebrity fight. And because I was getting angry, I watched the video. My friend sent to me and tagged me, and I watched the video. I really get angry. So when I saw that thing, I feel my heart very sad, very angry. And then I make one video for this what's happening. I said, man, let's fight, because I was emotional about that happen. So they say, okay, let's do unboxing celebrity fight, and the money you raise is give it to the one only help for women having domestic violence. But we never have the answer back. I think he's really in trouble now, in Brazil. But it just I did one live too for encourage the girls, encourage the friends. If you know someone suffering, sometimes you don't have courage, embarrassed. But this is no embarrassing, it's can happen, it's no embarrassing. It's not your fault. And this is not right. Everybody have to be on a relationship healthy, and then we just encourage the girls for getting help,
And good for you for doing that and using your platform to talk about an issue that's still unfortunately prevalent in our society, which is domestic violence. I was curious, when you put that out there on your social media that you wanted to do this boxing fight, what was the feedback like, especially from women who I'm sure there were some out there saying, thank you for speaking up on this, Cris?
Everybody crazy, everybody say, yeah, Cris, please, yeah. But it's this case, like the one I read about, this is going on in the whole world, but his case go viral for everywhere. Mm-hmm. So it's example for everyone, and he's really in trouble in Brazil, it's everybody do mistake, yes, but I did the video more for encouraging the girls. If I have a friend, for sure she have a friend, and she's take a long time for ask for help. And some people, are watching us here, in trouble, scary, afraid to do anything, but you have to step up. There's no right, and follow, what's the rights for you.
Very, very well said. Let's take a sharp turn from that. Very important issue, obviously, but we'll get to our Portuguese saying of the week. It's very hot out. I'm sure you've wanted to go swimming because it's very warm out. So if I was to want to go swimming, how would I say, let's go swimming? How would I say that?
Vamos
nadar.
Nadar? Yes.
Vamos nadar.
Yes.
Okay, good. That's good. Because you know what? It's going to get hot out, Cris. I'm going to definitely want to go swimming, so you saved me a bunch of time because I would have been in some trouble if I needed to go somewhere to cool off.
You like swimming?
I love swimming. Yeah, I'm actually lucky where I live here in British Columbia. My mom has a pool in her backyard, so my son and I went this weekend. It was great. My wife, my son, it was awesome. So
very great. Nice.
You got to stay cool this time of year. It's very, very warm everywhere around the world. Before we get out of here, anything you want to mention on the premium service? Anything coming up? Any Q&As? Anything? CrisCyborg.com, by the way. Less than a cup of coffee. You get access to exclusive content that Cris provides behind a paywall. It's great. Any updates on that?
Just to remind everyone, we're going to have a NEC fights, Cyber Nation fights in Brazil, July 29. Mm-hmm. And you're going to have an event October, and the October is pink. In Brazil too. So we're going to have all card only women's. October 2, going to be October 2. But July 29, and if you'd like to follow Nação CrisCyborg, go to our website, NEC Fights. go to my website, Cris Cyborg. You guys can watch my channel too live when the fight happens. Just support, people, young kids and start fighting. Our goal is to see fights and bring more champions, bring more opportunity for all the people that like to be a fighter.
And before we go, we haven't spoken since you had your birthday. How did everything go? Did you do anything exciting?
No, I went to Brazil. I went to Vegas.
Yes.
And then we went to the fights, and the McGregor fight. And it was amazing, the fans, I bring my belt, my Bellator MMA belt. And then the fans going crazy over there. And, support a lot of guys fighting there. Michelle Pereira fight there. Jennifer Maia fight there tonight too. And the McGregor fight too. And with Poirier, but it was amazing time. It's amazing, the fans going crazy. And it's an amazing time. Long time I did step to UFC. The last time I stepped to UFC when I fight Alicia Spencer.
Oh, really? Okay, so it's been that long. Well, there you go. So,
long. It's gonna be 3 years.
There you go. Cris, thanks so much for doing this. Always great catching up with you. Just want to remind everyone again, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. You can follow me on Twitter @LynchOnSports. Cris, anything else you want to plug before we get out of here?
No, guys, make sure to go to my website, and we have the membership for fans. We can have a talk every time we have a live together and be part of our life.